Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for Michelle's vlog. And for the unaware, this is part 3 for the week, so that means this is our lightest work. This is mostly pump work. Everything here is going to be 12 plus reps. So again, for those unawares, we have gone from powerlifting, taking her to world level in powerlifting, breaking like 7 state records, to now physique competition. So we're working towards both bikini and figure. Can start with bikini. She might have to graduate to figure. So we start the week off with our heavier work and with the biggest barbell movements. And then as the week goes, we do almost an undulating type periodization to where we go heavy to light through the week and then we restart at the end of the week. So, and we run that in 3-week blocks. So where we rotate exercises, a lot of them every 3 weeks. All right, so the end of the week here, we get over to this stuff. So we do 3 uppers and 3 lowers. So this is our lightest, highest rep upper and lower. So we start with the upper here. We do on this block, we are doing incline dumbbell presses, and then we do lat pull downs as our first 2 exercises for the upper body. I do not do a body part split for her because she needs a lot of training volume. Again, I try to explain this to people and they don't understand. I'm not going to go into her specifics of medical situations and other stuff. But it is literally a case of her doctors love her doing enormous amounts of training. It's good for her. It's beneficial. Okay. So when people say this is too much, she does too much, it really is not the case. Also keeping in mind context, she is a lifelong athlete. She's been a professional athlete before. We're working on becoming a professional athlete in another endeavor. Okay? She lives her life as a professional athlete. She lives like one. She lives it and breathes it. She lives and breathes recovery. Okay? That's why we get away with all this. All right. So we do the wide grip lat pull downs and we go to cable flies. So with a lot of that, we're essentially trying to finish off her chest because we do flat, incline, and decline barbell for chest, right? For the back, we do pull-ups, we do chin-ups, we do rows, we do all that stuff. These are our finishers for the week, right? So the cable flies, we're making sure that we not only get a stretch position there, but we also get a shortened position exercise. Because most of what we do is lengthen stuff, a lot of bench pressing, a lot of barbell work. We finish that off. All right, same thing with the back. We do all that other stuff, but here I have her doing the incline row because I want to finish off all those tie-ins and everything along the traps, the rhomboids, the posterior delts. If you guys notice, it's very exaggerated stretch all the way at the bottom, and she rolls forward on that from that chest-supported position at a 45-degree angle. Okay, that makes it a little less lat dominant, and it is working a lot of those muscles of the upper back, and we're working on building those fine details at this point. So people don't understand that this is not what I would have someone do for base building. This is all refinement work towards the end of the week for a physique competitor, and she's going to get a lot leaner from here. All right, so then next I'm having her this time do single arm cable laterals. Right? We don't normally incorporate this lift, which is usually dumbbells, usually upright rows, it's usually dumbbell laterals. Right? Again, right here, a little bit more finesse, a little more refinement. Because of the nature of the cable, we get a little more tension down at the bottom, more into a little bit of that lengthened position. Again, we are making sure that we are getting a few extra muscle fibers that we may be missing. So I want to be clear with what we do on this final day. We are chasing that last 1%. You know, I tell people a lot of times, look, there's a certain amount of training you can do that will get 95% of your gains. There's things you can do that will get 98, 99%. Most people don't need to worry about that last percent. What we do with Michelle, we worry about that last 1%. Why? Because we're going into a competitive environment. Right? We need everything maximally developed, and stuff that got underdeveloped from powerlifting has to play catch up. Okay? Things like long head of the tricep, things like maybe the lower quad, things like the calves, right? Things that maybe don't get addressed as much in our hypertrophy work for the powerlifting platform. Okay? We have to address all of it. Every single muscle has to be developed, and we have to look at every head and go, are all three heads of her delt being worked? Is the mid, upper, and lower trap being worked? Are all three heads of the tricep being worked? Are both heads of the, well, technically three heads of the hamstring, but there's only two functions. Are we addressing all parts of the quad? All four of the quads. Right now, granted, a couple of them you cannot separate. Calves, we look at, are we fully developing the gastrocnemius and the soleus? Right? We have to pay attention to these things, and it can't just be, are we getting enough volume to stimulate good growth? That's not what we are looking for. In this case, it is, are we maximally stimulating that? Are we making sure that the soleus in her calf is getting 100% stimulus, not 90%? And that's literally where we are with what we do. So that's why some of it might seem like a bit much. A lot of it might seem like some fluff and pump. Right? But do you realize you really need that one shortened position for the chest after all those other angles? Yeah, possibly. Because it could be a 0.5% difference. Right? It'll make or break you, just like her posing. She's doing her posing coaching and stuff. That's going to have to be dialed in. It's my job to build the muscle. Okay? This is my job in the equation. I mean, obviously other stuff goes into that. But as far as the programming side, the lifting, that's my job here. So that's what we do. We are maximizing everything. All right, lower body. Come over to hack squats. This would have been a pendulum squat day, but she trained at a different gym where she was doing some posing stuff. So we did not have access to her normal gym today. Man, look at those, dude! Look at those deadlift platforms back there. I just noticed those. Didn't see them before. Those are nice. All right, back over to the hack squats. Awesome. New hip thrust machine. She can't do quite as much weight here, but it looks great. Right? It looks great. You got the same effect though, right? Exact same effect. We were replicating a hip thrust, but doing it in a safer, easier environment than the barbell. I like the barbell personally. She likes the feel of the machine, so we use the machines for the hip thrust, right? I'm old school, so when I do these things, I use a barbell. I don't have the machine. But she likes the machine, and if she likes the machine, that's what we're going to use. All right. So, because the effect is really the same, it's not like we're losing any benefit. But not everyone has room for those machines, right? Only certain gyms are going to have that. And if you have it and it's comfortable for you, then go for it. And I like a lot of machines for lower body stuff. You guys will notice that, right? We like that, even for a lot of my power lifters. We have a good mix there. All right, come over to the split squat. So then we do a dumbbell split squat. So this gives us 2 quad exercises on this day. There's 3, everything is 3 sets, by the way. For those curious, we do 3 sets of everything. 3 sets. So what you're seeing here is obviously 6 sets for chest, 6 sets for lats, so on and so forth. But again, keeping in mind, this is the 3rd workout. So it ends up being for most of those about 18. And some of the, the delt and the bicep tricep, it's only 9 a week, but that is on top of all the compounds. All right, after that, we do standing calf raises. We're just pushing reps with 315 for now on these. We're not pushing the big numbers, chasing that contest. We've shown where we can get, and actually showed her earlier today. I have some old footage from over a year ago. Her calves are totally different now. She didn't have calves a year ago. Look at them now. They've come up. Now, do we objectively need more calf? Yes. But the difference is profound. Right? The glutes, the calves, everything, way bigger. Way bigger. We have to continue that trend. All right, finish up with some hamstring curls here, in addition to the hip thrust for the day. So again, some difference between shortened position, lengthened position. And then we finish up with seated calf raises. So that we do 2 different calf exercises on all 3 of the days. Again, maximizing that calf development. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.